Hello guys, it's me lex.tsuki, and if you click this video you're probably wondering how I do some of my shakes. Well, it's not that really special, it's pretty simple if you know expression shakes and on how to use expression shakes. So yeah, I will be showing you how to do this shake that I always do. Well, for beginners out there who wants to learn this type of shake, don't worry, I will try my very best to show you how I do it. So let's get into it. So here we have is our just two clips I've taken from Engage Kiss. Pretty good anime, I think. I don't know, personal preference. So yeah, we'll start off with the shakes first. So let's go ahead and create a adjustment layer, which the shortcut is Control Alt Y, or you can just right click here or anywhere and then new and make a adjustment layer. You can cut it by using Control Shift D. So make sure to cut it with the duration of your clip. So after that, you want to go ahead and add your warp effect. So yeah, it seems kind of wonky. So you wanna go ahead and go to warp style and make it into squeeze. So this is how I do my shakes, just like this basically. Wait, let me just bring up my expression. So here's my expression script, which I will be putting in the description. So let's just put this here. So what I do with my warp shakes is basically I just use expression for my warp. What my value is 0, then put it here on the second frame, and my value here would be 15 minimum. I think you could go above or less, I don't know, it's your choice, but I personally use the value 15 here. So go ahead and copy this expression script, then hold Alt on your keyboard and click this time thingy to activate this expression or script panel, and then go ahead and paste your script here. So when we play it, it looks like this. It balances instead of like doing it manually on your own, which consumes a lot of time. So how can I optimize this? Well, you can go ahead and drop this down. Drop this down and find this amp, frequency, and decay. I'll explain this shortly. So amp is like how strong you want your shake is. Frequency is how fast your shake, and decay is how long it lasts. So for the decay, when you're closer to 0, it usually lasts like longer, like see. But if you put like 10, it lasts shorter. So you can like mess with the settings. For example, I personally use for decay is like 5.5 or 6. It depends on the clip. On the frequency, you can put like 3 here, and it looks like this. So I want it to last shorter, so I'm gonna put my decay to like 8. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, it looks kind of good to me. After that, go ahead and add motion tiles to your adjustment layer, so we can hide this black background. So what I do with this motion tiles is I just put it in 120 and 120 over here also. On my bad, 120, and then mirror edges. Then put this motion tile always on the first one. So it looks like this. Yeah, that's how I do my shakes. It's pretty simple. You can also go ahead and add a null Then parent your clip to the null. Then you can just add rotation by clicking R. Then same concept. You get your first keyframe, put it after the first keyframe, and then you can put your value. For example, I want my rotation to be negative 1. And then go ahead and copy your expression shake, expression script, I mean. Then copy this one, hold Alt, click here, then paste it. Then go ahead and change the script if you like, so it looks like this. You can fix this by adding motion tile into the clip itself, and just 110, I think 110, until it looks good. Let's see if we can turn this off. Yeah, it works. So yeah, go ahead and do your usual transition. For example, I'm gonna do a scale in for this transition. I'm just gonna normally scale in, and then go ahead and click F9, or I don't know, easy ease, or if you have Flow, which I recommend you to download, you can search it in YouTube on how to download this Flow script. It makes your life easier. So yeah, put the graph like this one. Let's see how it looks. So if you're having like frame issues over here, go ahead and just turn this off. Let's see how can we do this. If you can't like get rid of the motion tiles, I suggest using an adjustment layer. Wait, let me show you how. You can just make an adjustment layer and then use transform for your scale in, so that you don't get that type of motion tile on your edit. So put the scale, just do your usual transition stuff. Kind of like this one, put in the graph. So here I have my simple scale in plus wiggle warp shake. I don't know what you can call it. Then you can add more stuff to it to make it more bouncier or more warpier. You can add optics compensation. Go ahead and click the reverse lens direction, and then just play around with the settings. For example, I want it to be like 35, I think. Yeah, this looks good. And you can also play around with the rotation on the transform. So go ahead and hold click the keyframe, put it on the first after, then add your input rotation, copy your expression script, same as usual, then hold Alt, click this, then paste it. And if you want to change the settings, go ahead. So it looks kind of doo-doo, so I suggest putting the second keyframe more to the right, so it looks like this. You can also play around with the settings here. For example, let's make it 4 so the rotation shake lasts more. And I think I'm gonna do a position slide for this clip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-comp this one. I'm gonna go in the pre-comp, then go ahead and go in this composition settings. Then change this to 1920 by 1080, so you have more space to work with. So you see, unlike this one, which has like emptiness, black empty, because it's 1 by 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a I'm gonna add a null. I'm gonna parent my second clip to that null. Let me just fix this. It's annoying me. Okay. Go ahead and click position. Then again, your initial positions. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the right. Then again, copy your expression script. Hold Alt, click, paste it. I'm gonna change this one to I'm gonna change the decay to a higher value because I want it to last short instead of lasting long. So I'm gonna put it to like 9 or something. We can change it so it's too powerful. So I'm gonna make the amp more 2 and then the decay more like 12. It doesn't work out, we can just lower the value here. Let's see if it'll work. I mean, that's kind of good. We just gotta lower down the decay. So I think 9. I'm gonna go back to value. Maybe 10. Maybe 10 will work out. Okay, 10. I'm also gonna put a scale shake. I'm sorry. Put the free keyframe here. Then put your initial keyframe. Make sure it's 100 or I don't know. And then add the value of your scale. Actually, I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna zoom this in because if you do this scale, it'll show the black motion tile. So yeah, so just copy paste the expression script, change the values. Doesn't show really much, so I'm just gonna turn up the settings, maybe tone it down, and I'm gonna put a adjustment layer here. I'm gonna add my warp. This is just a framework that I always do. I put it in arc lower or arc upper, then change it to vertical. So in this time I'm gonna put it into arc lower because I want it to go right. So just go ahead and put the bend to 100 and add directional blur. So this is how I do some of my simple framers for my edit. Also, quick tip again, you can add more to this. You can add S shake, you can add twitch shakes. It's so flexible. Like, expression makes your life easy. So go ahead and like add optics composition here. Again, reverse lens. You can make it like 30, I don't know, whatever looks good. If it looks kind of plain, you can go ahead and go with your optics and then add exposure. So you have like a flashing something, I don't know, it depends. I mean, it looks decent for me, I think. And my always go-to effect is chromatic aberration. If you have this one, make sure to always use it because it looks good. It makes your edit looks good. So yeah, thank you for listening to this lazy tutorial. So yeah, see you next time.